Hello, everybody. It is Kane, and today we'll be going over our 2020 Kansas City Chiefs football predictions. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah, so the Chiefs last year they did win the Super Bowl, and that was over the San Francisco 49ers, and they came back. They were down for most of the game, and then their offense just exploded. So let's get into some little preview here, and we'll get into the prediction right after that. Okay, so let's go ahead here and look at some season trends here as they went 15-4 in 2019 with a 12-4 overall season record and a 15-4 overall record the whole year. So season trends here, you had September through October, you had 5-3 record, not the greatest, but then they kind of picked it up here in November, December, and the postseason as you had 10-1. That was just an amazing run there by the Chiefs to end off the season on a great note and win the Super Bowl. Great year there for the Chiefs. But let's look at some returning production here. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes. They drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire as they lost LeSean McCoy. He was their second-string running back now. Damian Williams will still stay there. He's still returning. And you're going to have Clyde probably playing your second string as you lost LeSean McCoy to free agency. You have your returning Travis Kelce, your top wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Your other wide receiver, second string, Sammy Watkins, is also returning, and then one of your best cornerbacks that you had, Kendall Fuller, now signed to the Washington Redskins. So that's it for those season trends and the returning production. The Chiefs are bringing back a lot. They signed Patrick Mahomes to that $503 million deal. That was a crazy deal to sign a quarterback to. Was that the biggest deal ever in NFL history? I don't know. I think it was, they said. But that was a huge, huge deal, and I think he'll probably be regretting it throughout half the contract. But we'll see how it goes, and let's get into the prediction here as we finish season trends and returning production. Okay, guys, so here we are into the Kansas City Chiefs 2020 schedule, and opening off against the Texans. It'll be a very, very interesting game here, but I am going to give the Kansas City Chiefs a win here. I think they're going to beat the Texans. I think the Texans losing their star receiver and DeAndre Hopkins is going to hurt a lot for them. And I just think the Chiefs are the better team here. I think that the Hopkins move is also going to really be a big advantage with them losing him. Now the Chargers on the road, I'm going to give you guys the win here. I don't think the Chargers are going to be too good this year, but, we'll see. The quarterback situation will be interesting. It'll be on the road. I'm going to give you guys the win. Chargers defense is really good, so you can't underestimate them, but I'm still going to give the Chargers the win here in a very, very, very close game, because I feel like the Chargers defense will really help them out in this game if the Chargers have any chance to win, because I feel like it's gonna be close. It's gonna be on the road, and it'll be versus the Chargers' good defense. I feel like they can pressure Patrick Mahomes, and Chris Jones won't be playing, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be very interesting. Now the Ravens, I'm gonna give you guys a loss here. It's on the road. You guys are losing Chris Jones. There's really no way to pressure Lamar Jackson. I feel like that big loss will kind of hurt you guys here. I feel like Lamar Jackson is going to be really, really good this season. He could have another MVP kind of season this year. It's Lamar Jackson. He can do some crazy things. So I'm going to give you guys the loss in a very close one. I think maybe the Ravens even have a chance of getting Jamal Adams because he's requested for a trade. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens there. And yeah, next game versus the Patriots. They got Cam Newton, but it's going to be in Kansas City. If it was at New England, I'd probably take the Patriots, but it's at Kansas City. That'll be a really interesting matchup to see Stephon Gilmore and Tyreek Hill and or Sammy Watkins. If Robert, he's probably going to guard Tyreek Hill, but it'll be a really, really interesting matchup. I'm going to go with the Patriots, though, to get the win. I think Cam Newton's going to be good this year. I just don't think he can I just don't think Belichick this year will be able to outsmart Andy Reid, because Andy Reid has just so much talent on that team that it's going to be crazy to see how the Chiefs do this year, because they're pretty much returning their whole team. Chris Jones is going to sit out, but other than that, their team is just all returning. So the Raiders, I'm going to give you guys a win. It's at home. I don't think the Raiders will be too good this year. They're going to be decent. Derek Carr is going to start probably, unless he gets injured, then Mariota will be in. But it's at home. I think you guys will get the easy win here. I don't see it being close. I'm still kind of shaky on the Raiders' defense. At the Bills, I think this is gonna be a really really close game, but I'm gonna give you guys a loss because I actually picked you guys to lose the next game versus the Broncos. Um, I think you guys can lose either one of these. The Bills, in my opinion, are better than the Broncos, but just feel like the Bills can't like ever beat like that good. Like the Bills always somehow find a way to choke, and I also feel like Josh Allen is not going to be that good in this game. I think the Broncos defense is going to be really really good, so that's why I'm picking the Bills to lose to the Chiefs, but the Chiefs still lose to the Broncos the next game because I think it'll be at Mile High. It's also going to be way tougher to play there at Mile High because the altitude and the Broncos will be used to that. So I'm going to give Broncos the win here. A very, very close one, but the Broncos and Drew Lock has one of his best games of the season, gets the Broncos a big, big confidence booster and a big win here for Drew Lock and the Broncos. So, yeah. I think the run game is going to be really, really good. And now losing, again, like I said, Chris Jones, I'm pretty sure he's going to sit out. So the run game is going to be really, really hard to stop because you got Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay. And then versus the Jets, a win. Jets are really going to be really, really bad this year. They might be they're probably going to be like the second or third worst AFC team behind the Jaguars and teams like that. So, yeah, I'm going to give you guys an easy win. It's nothing really to talk about. It's the Jets. They're not good. Unless Sam Darnold has like an MVP game and the Jets can run the ball with Le'Veon Bell, good, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be really, really hard to get the win there. And then versus the Panthers, I'm going to give you guys the win. Easy win here. Panthers are terrible. Unless Christian McCaffrey goes off on you guys and like has like a 400-yard game. That's like the only way I see you guys winning this game. Their defense is terrible. You guys should probably put up like 40 or 50 on them, honestly. Their defense is really, really bad. So, and then at the Raiders, I kind of thought about this one. Like, maybe you guys lost this one, but like I was like, nah, I don't feel like the Raiders can beat you guys this year. I don't. I feel like the Raiders are not good enough to beat you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys the win here in a close one. I'll say about like 10 or 15 points. But yeah, I don't know. Josh Jacobs will probably be really, really good this year, but I don't think he can get you guys the win here by himself. At the Buccaneers, I think the Buccaneers traveling to Las Vegas, right? You're going to Las Vegas, then you're going to Florida. It's gonna be a big climate change. It's just gonna be a big like everything, really. Honestly, it's gonna be like a big change. You're traveling a lot. I feel like the Buccaneers' offense is going to be really good. I feel like Tom Brady by now should be, getting used to the system and getting used to the team and getting used to his receivers. And the defense should be decent. So I'm going to give you guys a win. I think this will be an offensive shootout. I think this will be like each team scores like 40 or 50. Like the Saints 49ers game last year. I feel like this game will be like that. And then versus the Broncos and at the Dolphins, I'm going to give you guys both 2 wins right there. The Dolphins game, in my opinion, could be an upset because now you guys are losing Chris Jones. So your defensive line's not going to be too good now because you're losing Chris Jones. The offensive line for the Dolphins won't really have to worry that much, and they won't have too big of a job now because you guys are losing Chris Jones. So honestly, it just depends on Miami Dolphins being a good offense and being able to stop Patrick Mahomes. But I feel like it'll be very, very close. I feel like Miami Dolphins have a really good chance, but they're going to choke at the end or something. And then at the Saints, I'm going to give you guys a loss. I feel like the Saints are going to be really, 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 really good this year. One of Drew Brees' last year, maybe even his last year this year, it could be if he wins a Super Bowl or something. Or, yeah, but I'm going to give you guys a loss. Saints are always really, really good in the regular season, but they sometimes lose at home in some big games. So you guys could win this one. It's honestly a 50-50. I just picked the Saints because they're going to be at home. So, yeah. Let's get to the next game here. It's going to be versus the Falcons. I'm going to give you guys the win. I don't think the Falcons are going to be too good this year, but you guys could lose this one. Don't get me wrong. You guys did lose some weird games at home last year, like the Texans game, and then some other games you guys lost at home. But if the Falcons can be like a mediocre team, they have a chance to beat you guys because their defense is. Their secondary needs to improve a lot. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't pick you guys to win. But the Falcons did beat the 49ers last year, so keep in mind that. So maybe, and it was also at the 49ers, so maybe they can get the win. And then versus the Chargers, close off the season, win. So 12-4 here for the Chiefs, same record as last year. I feel like you guys are going to be the same, pretty much same team as last year. Maybe a bit worse or maybe a bit better. I don't know. Honestly, it all depends. Usually, get your team wins a Super Bowl, unless you're like the Patriots and like Bill Belichick. You guys usually get worse a bit, because some of your talent goes away to other teams. But not really the case this year for you guys. You did lose your cornerback, but yeah. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Comment down your prediction. I have 12-4. I think it's like 8-0 at home. Yeah, 8-0 at home and 4-4 on the road. This is going to be one of the toughest schedules. Think about the toughest schedule that Patrick Mahomes has had to play his whole career. So leave down your predictions in the comments down below. It's going to be a pretty tough schedule here for the Chiefs. They could go 10-6 potentially, or they could go 14-2, or maybe even better. See you guys in the next one. Peace.